Welcome back, fabulous followers. I've decided that the priority to put this video out superseded my concerns of how I looked in this present moment. I went back and watched my last two uploads, and I noticed that, in my summer try-on haul, my eyes looked very dark in some photos. I know I'm not typically without my glasses, but the real reason for that, and me always being transparent, I have been crying for probably the last 24 hours straight prior to that video, and actually put that video together as a way to kind of get myself out of my funk. My son had advised that I get out and get around some people, but me just being real worried about, having contact with people, it feels awkward to go sit with friends you haven't seen in a while, and here you are wearing a mask. So I don't know. I'm erring on the side of caution. I pray and trying to wait that out, but I decided to go ahead and do something, and so I took me a nice hot bath and decided to put on some of the clothes that I've been buying and have nowhere to go in. And so that was the reason for my eyes looking the way they did. If not anybody noticed, maybe I was the only one who noticed, because I know myself best. So the message that I came to bring today is about kind of like a testimony and just a call to action. I always do my call to actions in most of my sensitive topic videos. And May is a lot of things. May is also National Mental Health Awareness Month. So that will be my end call to action. But the testimony and what I just wanted to say was, a lot of times when you're a servant leader, you can assist and support almost subconsciously, regardless of how you feel, regardless of whether you want to or not. When it's your calling, it just happens. And I really got taken back today as I was reading a message from one of my parents in my program. And prior to that, I woke up having a difficult morning. I don't think I went to sleep this way. No. What I do know is that we're coming up on Mercury retrograde, and I wanted to mention that too, because a lot of people that I have contact with are experiencing some kind of emotional imbalance. And so it's really important that we pay attention to things like those full moons and that Mercury retrograde. So you can look that up. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description, tell you more about it. But this morning, I had a family member who was going through a challenge. I have a baby on my caseload that's in the NICU, NICU. Just some people struggling, someone very close to me. And one of the things I always suggest people do is self-care and be intentional about their happiness. Doing something intentional to make yourself smile, watching a comedy, babies, animals work for me, anything that brings you joy. And I didn't even realize that, and I'm probably about to break now, which is why I didn't want to be on camera for this video. The whole time I was encouraging those people, I was sitting here just hurting so much inside. And I remember when I said to my son this weekend, and my godmom, she calls it like a premonition. But whenever I get this emotionally worked up and there's absolutely nothing wrong with me, then I know within the next few hours or days, I'm going to hear about something going on with someone close to me. And so that happened to be the little guy that's been in my life, on my caseload, since his mom was pregnant with him. And he's just been through a lot of things. And I got the call that they were in the hospital. She called me via video, and he was fighting for his breath. And so that was a traumatic experience, but it kind of confirmed the fact that, that's what all the emotions was about. So in a way, it was a premonition. So this morning, after I told those individuals to do something to make themselves smile, I just sat here weeping so hard. And I thought, it's a work day. I need to get some paperwork done. I was making some connections with case managers, trying to help some other families out. And I thought, you got to shake this. You got to shake this and make yourself smile. So I sat for a second, and I wasn't really sure what I would do about that. For whatever reason, I feel like it was God-led. I opened up a browser and typed in online doctoral programs. If you know me, if you've been following me, I have a master's in organizational leadership and 3/4 of a master's in elementary education. The reason that I didn't finish the elementary education master's was because I had to do 15 weeks of student teaching, which would have left me with zero income, and I was the head of household. My son feels that I dropped that program because of the relationship I was in. That was definitely an added stressor, but that was not the reason for me dropping. However, I did not want to tell him that and make him feel in any way responsible for whatever, decision I made. But the point was, I wasn't going to go 15 weeks with zero income, knowing that I was the head of my household and the only person to support him in school, our bills, etc. Been through a lot. So anyway, so I typed in online doctoral programs, and one of the schools that popped up was Walden University. And what I remembered about Walden University was a professor that I had in my master's leadership courses had gotten her PhD from Walden, and she just spoke beautifully about it. And I remember back in, which would have been 2012, saying that I was going to try to get her on as my mentor. For some reason, I can only remember her last name is Love, but I know that if I reached out to Judson, they would help me connect with her, so that may be something that happens. Neither here nor there. So I went ahead and clicked on the Walden link, and I looked at their doctoral programs. And although everybody tells me that I'm a born teacher, teaching is not what I want to do full time. I want to have my own center for youth and seniors. I want to have a drop-in center for youth. I want to be able to do consulting, and I also want to do weekend couples retreats. So Walden had some other options than education, public health, human services, and one other. So I clicked on, did an inquiry, and boom, what did it say? Classes start May 31st. Now that took all the fun out of me and put anxiety in me. But one thing I love is a good challenge, and I swear I'm a lifelong learner. I know that with this degree, I would be challenged because I hate reading and research. But if you know anything about doctoral programs, that's 50-60% of the work. So it would be a challenge and discipline I'm definitely up for. I turned 47 this year, and I promised myself that I would get that PhD before 50. I really just want to be called Dr. Wheeler. That's my shameless plug. I think that would be real sensual in the bedroom, but that's neither here nor there. So that was the whole testimony. Me getting out of my own way and practicing what I preach is why I'm able to do this video. And although my voice cracked a couple of times, right now, and that's all that matters is right now, I'm free from tears. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and get back to my paperwork. My call to action is be kind. Like a meme I posted says, people don't fake depression. People fake being okay. Depression is real. It can come in the midst of a smile and a celebration. And it can get real dark when you have an absence of. Sitting in this house alone is driving me crazy, and everybody knows it, but I don't want people around me just to not be alone. That's not how I move. We all know that I want to get my fur baby, and something else I need to be doing. My son told me to apply where he lived because they do allow pets there. I really love my apartment. I love my landlord. I love my garage. I actually started doing a little remodeling here, thinking I would be staying still. But the truth of the matter is, I need that emotional support animal ASAP. So we're going to see what happens with that. And I will also keep you posted on the start date and journey for my doctoral program. Again, my call to action is just to reach out, be kind, be understanding, crack a joke. Don't ask, just do. Let someone know they are not alone. Okay? Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Namaste.